Welcome to Detroit. Man, I love this city. But I represent that east side, the 48205, the red zone, one of the most notorious zip codes in the United States of America. I'm Champ Town, and this is the Itiszzz, where celebrities and legends of the hood eat good, drink good, and talk shit. Yo. What's really good in your hood, in your house, or on your couch? You know what time it is. This is the Itiszzz. Want to give a special shout out to the great city of Detroit, because we are surrounded by the Great Lakes and the lovely Detroit River. So when it rains like crazy, it can be problems. To the right, setting today, drinking a vitamin water, taking a chill from the grill, is none other than my lovely wife, Keisha.
Hey, y'all.
Yeah. And you already know that it's all about the Benjamins, baby. We tell you that every damn week, and ain't nothing changed. Being hot mixed Quakers in this bitch.
What up, though? World Wide Web.
World Wide Web. And you know
Good.
who is over here chilling the most with a Kool-Aid Man smile is none other than the one and only. They call her the songwriter of the year. Kayla Unique is in the building.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all. So like I said, man, we got some serious issues going on in the great city of Detroit. It's surrounded by the Great Lakes and the Detroit River. I mean, it's a lot of crazy things going down here around these parts right about now in the lovely city they call Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
So what's going on, Kayla? What you got to say about what's going on in Detroit?
I don't know. It's kind of like eerie almost. Like, I don't know. They say that we've had floods like this before.
Eerie.
I don't remember it.
I do.
Lake Erie.
Lake Erie, y'all.
Yeah, I don't remember
Yeah,
seeing.
2014.
I don't remember that.
It was like a river.
Oh, you know why I don't remember? Because I wasn't here.
Yeah, you weren't.
I wasn't here. That's why. So I didn't know. But yeah, so if this happened before, I mean, how is it happening again? The city really, 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 really needs to get their shit together, because you said 2014.
Mm-hmm.
It shouldn't be. Come on, where the work at? Y'all getting all that money, all them construction cars.
The greatest country in the world.
I understand. How does it happen again?
Detroit, a captain of industry
I don't get
with one of the oldest infrastructures. Get it together. Remember that when you go to the polls,
Mhm.
and your councilmen are asking for raises, and everybody's asking for raises. Remember what your basement was like. Because I remember 2014, I took a big L, man. So I was blessed this time.
I mean, these guys think it's
Put a
like
lot of stuff on
they
the
think
curb,
it's an event
man.
out here.
Wow.
Oh yeah, it's all fun and games
It's
for
an
some.
event.
For some folks, it's fun and games.
Right.
Forget 'em.
Yeah,
There they go with them damn cell phones.
it's
Getting that
all
footage.
fun and games.
Yeah. So speaking of what you say, 2018 makes you say you took a loss.
14.
2014. Oh yeah,
Okay.
a lot of water damage. I mean, luckily I was at the crib. Everything was cool. Got home about 4ish, and it sounded like the toilet was running.
Oh no.
But I ain't use the toilet,
You're the only one home.
and I'm the only one there.
Mm.
Turn the TV down, and when I got down there,
Mm-hmm.
I was ankle deep in water.
Oh.
Ankle deep.
Yeah.
No bueno.
So right away, I just started moving stuff to higher areas in the basement. Luckily, I had a lot of milk crates. Made me some pallets on the crates and just stacked stuff up to kind of save what I could, you know.
That's pretty fucked up because
Oh, yeah.
most people basements are like storage spaces. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Yeah.
A lot of important stuff that they don't need necessarily right in that moment,
Exactly.
but need in a lifetime. And
Yes.
they put in the basement, boxes,
Mhm.
and that's just
Look at that.
Oh yeah,
ridiculous.
That's crazy. And
that's what we're
honestly,
dealing with.
I want to say for all our folks that know us and know that we're here in Detroit and they either called or text to check on us, we appreciate it and we
Mhm.
thank you and we're
Love.
all right. We're okay, thank God. But there are some here. It's a lot of people that are without power.
Flooded
or
basements.
their basements are like messed up with water. And I want to say I was tripping because you text, right? And you said, you hear that? Y'all hear the side? We didn't hear it.
It never
You
went over
heard
here.
it in your area. We couldn't hear the side. So again, that goes back to what the US, right?
Mhm.
We're the strongest. We're
Super
yeah,
power.
we're super America. But we don't take
Infrastructure is trash.
Yeah, we can't even take care of ourselves, or they can't take care of what they need to in their positions of power where they're supposed to help and take care of folks and have preventative measures in place like drains, walls,
Mhm.
flood walls or anything.
Pumps.
Pumps. You know what I'm saying?
That's what happened.
And it's crazy because this is not a third world country.
No.
This is the US of motherfucking A. And yes, I meant to say that with the profanity because that's
Said it like Hulk Hogan almost. You
yeah, this
proud
is
American.
this is what but I'm just trying to say, y'all killing me. I'm just trying to say that the world looks at us, well, pre-Donald Trump, they looked at us a certain way. And we were powerful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we're inside
If
and we're
you know,
here.
you
We live
know.
here. Yeah. And it's not just the black people. It's white people.
Everybody got hit.
Yes. And I just think I don't know what to say, but
You can't
that's
fight
just the
nature.
facts. What the hell?
I do want to.
know.
I want to add something to what you said.
Come on.
It's very important to know that Hamid doesn't live far from us. So
Yes.
the fact that we didn't hear it and he heard it is very alarming. It's
Yes.
very alarming to me.
Yes.
was
He
just-
basically stayed down the street around the corner and we ain't hear it and he did.
It was just a pause on Bosch. And I'm like, let me go get some more ice for my cocktail.
Mhm.
And I'm like, what is that noise? Went out on the porch and I'm like, wait a minute, that's a weather alert siren. What's going on?
Mhm.
So I checked my phone and they said, tornado watch or warning. It's supposed to be north of 8 Mile.
Mhm.
Now, we're not far from 8 Mile, but
Oh yeah.
it was pretty loud.
Mhm.
So I'm like, let me text my peeps. Y'all hear that?
We like, hell no. We like, what? This nigga put it on.
He recorded
Wait a minute.
it.
I'm not crazy.
And we heard it.
I'm not hearing things.
I should have texted back like, that's not a siren.
Yeah.
I'm not
That's
hearing
the ice cream
things.
man. you
Yeah,
ready
but-
to
It probably was hitting the sirens because shout out to my boy Poe Hussein. He
Okay.
probably was out here in the mix of this.
Oh,
'Cause
no.
I
Okay.
heard reports
Yeah, he
that,
was stuck for
Poe
hours.
Hussein
Which-
was stuck almost a whole night.
No.
What
I think
freeway?
I want to say that this is Southwest.
Oh my
Southwest
God.
got sinkhole, 6
Oh
Mile
my
got a
God.
sinkhole, but Southwest got hit hard and Dearborn got hit.
Yeah.
Very
Dearborn and Dearborn
hard.
Heights.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
They got hit real hard.
And it's a lot. Dearborn, I'm hearing that your GPS go out and all kind of weird shit.
Yeah.
Right. And Dearborn, I heard.
Right.
You hear that?
Yes, I hear that.
we hear that.
People want us to know that they know what we're doing. It's okay. We're here.
That's not that. That's Hot Mix City on his keys.
No, they set it off.
That's some
No, you ain't hear
bass.
the
That's some
bass.
bass.
Oh,
That's some bass banging in the
Set it
hood.
off. I thought you set your step on.
That's some bass banging in the hood. That's all that is.
I gotta go get the alcohol, y'all.
Drop that bass. Drop that. Yeah, man, it's a lot of serious things going on. What we got here, Kayla? What's that right there? That's the
Oh
black
no,
hole.
I'm
Oh.
sorry.
Jefferson, that's the
That was Jefferson,
East
where
side,
them cars
really.
was just flooded like that.
Uh-huh.
That was at a shipping yard.
Really?
The North Assembly Plant, home of the Jeep Grand Cherokee.
Oh, wow.
That's
Don't
where
buy
that
that.
was.
Don't buy a Jeep Grand Cherokee this year.
No, because they
Yeah.
got it out.
A lot of water damage.
My
You need
apologies,
to
but
think that.
Southwest
Look at
look like
that.
that too,
Oh,
though.
no.
Yeah,
Where is
yeah,
that?
that's Southwest. That's on Martin and Clayton.
Oh,
I
no.
believe.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
Southwest.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's a lot of folks.
Not far from Tailway.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, look at that shit.
I can't believe it.
Oh yeah.
It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
That's what
And
we're
that's
talking
what
about.
folks
Yeah.
are dealing with. And we couldn't, in good conscience, sit here, eat good, drink good, and talk shit, and our peoples is hurting.
Yeah.
So we'll try to give the little information that we have to try to help, maybe give out some information about folks that can pump water. I think we have some
Oh, yeah, I
that's
saw
free,
that.
some that do charge. And then I know that Governor Whitmore, she issued a state of emergency for the flooding. I don't know. There it goes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so she wants you to call 211 if you're impacted by the flood, or visit mi211.org.
Woo. That's United
So
Way.
you can
Nice.
find so you can find the closest United Way to help with the housing and assist with the storm. If, it's still supposed to rain the next couple of days too. So
Next
some
10 days.
some of us is okay, but that can change tomorrow.
It
For
sure
all we
could.
know,
Because it was supposed to start at
today,
2
but it
p.m.
didn't.
today.
Yeah,
All
it's
the
like
way.
it's pushing back, but it's
Yeah.
hot as hell. I'm gonna need this heat to get the fuck
And
on.
then the weatherman, I was looking at Channel 2, the Rich Luterman, he was saying that it's when the sun comes out in these type of conditions, it's a bad thing. It's not a good thing.
Oh.
It could potentially make things worse because of
Great
the heat.
storms.
Yeah, for the storms.
Yeah, hot and cold don't mix.
Yeah.
So
Volatile
that's why
weather.
it probably is like that tornado watch or
Yeah,
when that-
all that type of stuff.
When that cool
Oh.
breeze
Mhm.
and
It
that warm
creates that-
breeze,
Yeah.
And then it mixes and it
it-
makes
it-
that.
it's volatile. It's not what you want.
Nope.
And it's
So
supposed to be
yeah,
a
Kayla, I know you put us up on game with the Detroit Flower Company, right?
Yes, so the Detroit Flower Company is a black-owned business located at 15643 West McNichols, and they are saying that you can contact them, message them if you have floods in your basement. They will help you. They would even cover the cost.
Mhm.
I have an update on that as well. On their story on Instagram, they said that they're already assisting 10 families right now.
Mhm.
But they're gonna try to do like a GoFundMe or raise some money to continue to help people
Oh, that's
if you
awesome.
need it. So
That's
Oh,
awesome.
great.
yeah,
And that's the Flower Company.
Detroit Flower Company.
Detroit Flower
Yep.
Company.
Black on.
The Instagram is at the end. It's at Detroit Flower CO. So you'll be able to
Okay.
yeah, you'll be able
Flower CO.
yeah, so you'll be able to find
So-
them, and if you need the help, if your basement flooded, go ahead and contact them.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good to know.
Yeah.
And then, like, if you were not impacted, this is what I can say. Because there's upcoming, rainfall scheduled, or they're predicting that it's possible that it's going to happen. You can do preventative things like maybe take out some stuff that's that's in the basement that you don't want to get wet.
Yeah.
And bring it upstairs. Put it in the attic or something like that. Just pictures, books, records.
I'm
That
just
type
dreading
of
it,
stuff.
man.
He put his head.
Oh my
He
God.
have all these records. He's a DJ.
Yeah.
And any of that stuff, your grandkids or your children's bikes, all that type of stuff that you need to save.
Spikes.
You want to bring that up, to a higher level so that it doesn't potentially get damaged in a possible flood.
No, seriously, don't be a fool. Like, go do it, because
Yeah.
literally it
Yeah.
can be us tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm not joking about that. Like,
Right.
it's supposed to rain for the next 10 days. I know it's fluctuating and stuff. Now the weather saying for the next 4 days, but
Yeah.
it was 10 days.
Yes.
The rain can't just disappear.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
just
it's
be
looking-
cautious.
And this is Michigan.
Be cautious.
And Michigan is so unpredictable on the weather. Sometimes it snows in April. I'm just saying. So also I want to say, if you could put up the different warning labels, so
Yep, there you go.
when they're doing that on the news, you got yellow. Yellow means they're watching to just be prepared. Conditions are favorable for tornadoes to form. So that's yellow. Then red, if you see a warning, it means take action tornadoes spotted or indicated by their radar system. Purple is for emergency, and that means what they had on there
Just
was,
got real, yo. That's
was
what
it?
purple means.
It's
going down.
Take action because
It's going
it's
down.
going down.
Just got real, yo.
Yeah.
Purple. The sky was all purple. There were people running everywhere.
We got Jim Danny in the house.
the black.
Black.
He say Gary Brown and Mayor Dugan, get them out of there.
Oh yeah.
That's your tax dollars at work.
Yeah.
So what is Gary Brown? Didn't he say something? He dropped something, right? What are you talking about?
He just said to call the number if you experience damage. Not
Well-
much. He didn't-
Well, let's go ahead and give the number.
Yeah,
If they
but,
can't-
so if you experience damage
I'm gonna keep it inside.
Nope.
from the storm, call 313-267-8000.
High mix, you can't keep it
Mm-mm.
inside.
Go ahead, you gotta
This
say it.
is the
Well,
real.
this is what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Okay.
7 years ago, we went through this. There were issues with malfunctioning pumps, blocked drains, all that going on. This should not be happening this soon. What did you do in 7 years to improve the situation? What have you done?
I tell you, they ain't do nothing. We
Mm.
watch.
Maybe that water board seat should be an elected official. Maybe he shouldn't just be sitting up getting a check because things aren't getting done.
Yeah, it shouldn't be happening. The freeways should not be flooded like that. That is ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. It is. It's ridiculous. And the drains, like under those bypass and the freeways and stuff like that, people should not be getting stuck. I literally saw this was in Southwest. This man and his family. He had 3 kids and a pregnant wife.
Yep.
And I could not understand how they ended up. I know they said something about taking a nap, but the point is he had to walk his children
And his pregnant wife
and his pregnant wife
on his back.
he put her on his shoulders,
He did.
and he put 2 of his kids at one time and walked them out, and then the other kid he picked them up and walked. And I just could not understand it because it looked like we shouldn't be doing this. This is America. This should not be happening. It just shouldn't be happening. I don't understand.
This is America. But what you can do, folks, make sure what you can do is check your drains and your basements and make sure they're not clogged up. You know, I mean, we got to do our part too.
Check your
But
gutters.
I know this is way above our part, but, you know, still make sure you tight,
Yeah.
you know, on your end. Try to prevent this as much as you possibly can. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Well-
Your downspouts, your gutters and stuff, take out the debris from that because that could potentially be a backup and come, inside from up instead of filling in from the outside. You know what I'm saying?
If you can, I mean, you got time. We've been blessed if we, don't get bombed too bad. If your downspouts are still going into the crocks by your house, cut those pipes, put a flex pipe on where it drains into your lawn so you don't get all that extra rainwater coming off your roof, going right down, have
In
to
your
go
house.
through your basement to
Yeah.
get to the sewer.
Yeah.
If you can bypass that, I think that's what kind of saved me this time. Because
So
I was
you
looking.
took preventative measures.
Look here, I think I still got one. I'm gonna have to go and it's gonna be a trip to the depot tomorrow morning.
And that's Home Depot, you guys.
Yeah, definitely.
Did
Because
Not Snack Depot.
Hey, chill.
Not Snack Depot.
We gotta go there too. Just to have like your
Depot.
snacks, just in case.
snacks are important.
Just in case the power go out, because there's been power outages, so you might
Yeah,
want to
keep
go
you
to
some-
Snack Depot and get
keep
some
you some
muffins and
jerky,
chips and
Get
stuff.
you
Yeah.
some jerky and some
Yeah,
nuts
some
and
Stuff
whatnot.
that you don't need power.
Plenty of bottled water.
Yes, Lord. Lord,
You know.
Lord.
I forgot to get me a couple cases.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially if you think you're gonna cut the grass in a
I
fat
knew it
man
was
suit
coming. I knew it.
in 90-degree weather.
I told him not to do
I
it.
Good
commend
exercise.
Listen, he'll
I
listen.
commend you for your fitness effort, my
Yeah.
friend.
That was
However-
suicide. That wasn't no fitness effort. That was suicide.
And I forgot to wear a hat. My mama told me to wear a hat.
Yeah, you were in heat stroke. You were,
Yeah, and you know what he did? He came right in here. He took a shower. and then he fell asleep on the couch.
Talking about
Yeah.
some, I feel
I
high.
feel yes.
Yeah.
No, you were about to die.
You were
Yeah,
at
what
the,
you talking
the
about?
cusp of heat stroke, my friend. Yeah.
Well, I did something stupid, so you Negroes don't do nothing stupid. Stop driving through the big ass puddles of water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, for real. Because
Yeah,
we
Real.
literally watched the dude on the news. He was like, oh, look, water. Did he turn around? No. He said, I got to go to work.
Yep.
And just drove through it. And it's like, what are you doing? You see that water, don't be dumb.
And what I saw that was very disturbing. Remember the bus? The bus.
Ooh,
This was a
that made me
city
so
bus.
mad. It was an underpass.
And he went anyway.
It was so much water.
It was people already stuck in this water.
The bus
and
went
he
right.
damn
just
near
Did he make it?
swiped the car. Yeah,
He
bro.
made it, but he almost hit the
put
car.
all those people's lives in danger. He or she, because I don't know who it was, but
Mm.
there were people on the bus, and he
Yeah,
went
it
through
was-
that water, so
he
he
was like,
potentially
Once
put those
again.
people's lives in danger.
Antiquated infrastructure.
Mhm.
Get it together, Detroit.
Mhm.
Do
Dearborn
better.
Too. Dearborn too. I watched.
Wayne County. Hell, America.
Period.
Yeah, for real.
Period.
Period.
For real. This
Do
lady,
better.
this lady in Dearborn, she said she got hit. They got hit 2 different
She got
times
hit. How many
with the floods and stuff in her basement and stuff like that. But she said it's like this creek behind this
Mhm.
particular neighborhood,
Mhm.
and that they still haven't done anything. And they talking about some, well, the elected or whoever runs, the higher ups that's supposed to get it done is talking about some. Oh yeah, just let us know what y'all think we should do.
And he was gonna
Wait,
select
what?
a committee
What?
of his constituents to go through and tell him or her what was needed. Now this is the thing. This particular lady, I mean,
Mm.
because she went through that stuff and she showed the pictures like how you say in 2014.
Yeah, she for sure had a
She
2014
had
picture. And
the picture.
2019 too. That's
Yes.
what she said. Yeah.
Oh my God.
But this is what happened. She did not communicate with her elected officials.
That's
She
true.
said she was on their head and they were sick
Nothing.
of her calling.
Nothing.
But nothing was done and she was scared. So she had to move her vehicle
Yep, because she lost
to
two.
a space where she knew that there weren't going to be any floods.
And the space was this small with all
Yeah.
these cars trying
Yes.
to park their cars there because they
Yes.
lost cars.
Yes.
2014 and 2019.
Yes. And
But
not
and they know that it's a creek, and that's what it does when it rains like this. And they
Yes.
like, yeah, you tell us what we need to do.
and we're not whining or crying or anything like that. We're just trying to make. I don't understand how.
Give me
this
my
is
money's
happening.
worth.
Yeah. How is this happening? That's the whole thing.
Well, Dearborn residents are asked to call 313-943-3030 to report their situation, which will be used when the city gets relief funds.
Mhm.
Wow. Yeah.
When the city gets relief funds, is
Yeah.
that today, 2030? Like, when do they get relief
At least theirs say that. The Detroit people, it don't say nothing. They just say call this number.
funds?
Oh,
They don't say nothing.
I gotta
These-
move
these
some
say
stuff
that.
around. I'm just
Dearborn, there you go. Once again, get
I
that
know.
number.
I know. Dugan called in FEMA.
thinking. Okay, that's a start.
I don't want to talk about.
I don't like FEMA.
Yeah, my boy Duncan
scared.
called in FEMA too
Uh-uh.
for his lamb chops that
And
was messed up.
his- What else he
And
had in
his
the basement?
car
There's
keys in the
2 pair of
basement.
parties.
And his
He
lamb
had a
chops.
Hellcat in the basement. And he want FEMA to give it all back.
Yeah, shout out to my man Duncan calling
Yeah.
FEMA for the right
Oh
reasons.
my God, it was
That's right,
hilarious.
nigga. Like that post.
Hellcat.
Classic shit.
You want his Hellcat back, FEMA?
Yeah.
Give it to him.
Yeah.
Man.
Man,
Horrible.
a lot of craziness out here. This
I do
week,
want to
man.
say, if any of you guys who's watching, anybody who knows us, if you need anything, let us know, please. We may not physically be able to get there or anything like that, but we can find you some help. I'm good on that internet,
Yeah, put you in touch.
That
with
internet.
somebody.
on that
Look at
internet.
The
Look at that.
internet.
That's
So
crazy.
if you or just if you even stay out of town and you got people that live in Detroit that need help, contact
Okay,
us.
so that's the aftermath.
Yes.
Oh, that's the sinkhole on 6 Mile.
Wow.
The car is in
Wow.
the sinkhole.
Wow.
Shout out to Crime in the D. I really like their site. They really be finding
keep
some
you
good
updated,
things.
yeah.
They keep you updated because believe it or not, this shit is a crime in the D.
Yeah.
On some realness.
No, it's statewide.
I also want to give a shout out to Tay Crispy. Because even though he even though he is real funny and kind of ignorant at the same time, he cool dude. He was on the freeway with all that water and stuff like that, but he was making cars turn around. He was like, "Why the fuck are you you see all this water and you see these cars stuck? Why are you doing that?" He said, "Turn your ass around."
Yeah, I saw that.
That shit is unsanitary.
But all that. But I'm just saying, he was out there and doing smart things by telling people to turn it around.
He took them J's off though.
He did. He was very, yeah.
I get
But that's not the point. The point is,
I get scared for him sometimes.
Yeah, because I hope he sanitized his feet in that sewage.
Yeah, it was.
Bruh.
Yeah.
bruh.
I can't believe this.
I was like,
this.
What you
However,
doing in here barefoot?
at the same time,
Well, I guess if you don't have boots.
with mostly every time that it rains in our sector of the hood, it normally floods. Honest to God, it normally floods.
That's real.
But God blessed us,
Yeah.
and it didn't flood. And
This
I
time.
want to knock on these pennies, on this drywall, these pictures, and yeah, this right here. That
Praise him.
doesn't. Yeah, don't want to put that in.
Praise him.
Yes.
Thank you for your blessing.
Yes. Praise
Yes.
Jesus in His holy name.
Hallelujah. Thank the Lord.
Yeah, serious out here. Serious out here. Yeah, it's a lot of people I've been seeing online just saying they lost so much of their stuff in the basements, man. It's like,
I mean, it's
wow,
things you can't
man,
ever get
man.
back. Mementos, pictures.
I want to talk about these cars though.
Birth
Like who paying
All
for
that.
these people who got stuck on the freeway? Like I'm like really interested. Like do you have like flood
coverage
insurance on your car where you can get a
No.
new car? No, that's
No.
not a thing.
No, it's not a thing.
If you don't add it, you don't have it.
Okay, but hold on. So is that just like a total loss for them?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, you just take that out.
So you telling me that
Mother
they
Waddle
In the
for-
face.
So
Yeah.
you telling me there's no way for them to get a new car, even though that wasn't their fault? It was a
Let me
natural
say
disaster?
something to you. Sometimes people don't even have insurance to get that coverage. It's
That's cool
niggas
too, but who got
around
to pay for these people's cars?
God.
That's not right. That ain't cool.
They're
man.
gonna have to say,
I don't
okay,
like that.
because that's how
One
that
of these
shit
car
works.
companies better step up
No.
and get them some cars because it wasn't their fault.
And maybe because you're saying that, maybe you could do it and get a couple people some cars.
I'm gonna burn some
But-
sage and I'm gonna get y'all cars
All right
back,
then.
okay?
Elon Musk first dropped the first car here to me to test drive it for 2 years.
Goodbye, bro.
Thank you, Elon. I will be calling you next week.
Somebody need to get them some cars.
Tesla should be the official car for the Itiszzz. Thank you, Elon. We love you here.
Is that your message to the
Yeah.
people? Okay.
Correct. That's my message right there.
So anyone who sees utility poles or wires down are asked to contact DTE Energy right away. Don't be messing around with no wires, that flickering stuff, no poles, even if you don't see a spark. If you see a down pole, run your ass in the other direction
Please.
and call 800-477-4747. That number ain't changed since I was a baby.
It changed yesterday, actually.
800-477-4747. And if you see someone in a stranded or they stranded
In rising
in
water.
rising water, don't
Mhm.
hesitate to call 911.
Please.
And listen, y'all, if y'all owe something on the DTE bill, stand firm and negotiate with them. You got to stand firm and negotiate with them because if you don't call them, they got this new thing where they just press a button and cut you off. It ain't like it used to be. So whatever you do, it's a tight time for all of us out here on some real shit. You gotta come to some type of agreement with these people at DTE. Negotiate with them. That's my advice to you guys. You
And
know?
I also want to say, do not be selfish. If you see people that need help, help them. Do not just go past. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Don't just take out your damn phone
And record it.
them.
please
World
help.
star.
Let's take this opportunity
World
to
star.
help people. If you got old people on your block, check their drains.
Yep.
Make sure they straight. Make sure they got water. Make sure they power not off. Just
Do a
really,
look on your block.
let's really like show people that black people and people in general, really black people can really come together in times like this and help each other.
Right.
Please, can we just be right?
And don't
Please.
just sit there until your neighbors, right or left, or
Look
across
on
the
your
street or
block.
down the block, and say,
Check your
"I can't
curves.
see."
Yeah, can
Get
Don't
them
say you
leaves
can't
from last
see.
year
Come on, man.
out the drain. Get all that because
Yeah,
it's
come on.
it's coming again. So be prepared so your street's not a river.
Look at that. Look at that.
That's pumps right there. Somebody didn't have the pumps properly maintained, and this is what we get. The same thing.
Crazy.
Same thing as 2014. That should not be going on again.
That's what is going on, huh?
You ain't feeling this.
And we black people, I must say, they will take the opportunity. If it's the bad situation, they're trying to make it a good situation, the best that they can. So I ain't mad at them for doing that because they're gonna never be able to do it again. Hopefully. But if the city
just give it about 7 more years.
Right, I was gonna say how many years was that? How many? Yeah, they be able to do it again because they're not gonna fix the shit.
No, they should though. We
need to clean. We need to clean.
Not into office. We need to do. Hold these people
When you get
accountable.
sinkholes like this, that means that there's free flowing water underground that's eroding
The cement.
the ground.
Mm-hmm.
It's just water running through there. That's how you get that. So that means there's busted pipes, busted drains, water's just moving the concrete, and I mean not the concrete, the soil away.
Mhm.
You got concrete sitting up over nothing.
And it
Boom,
just
bam.
and then it falls.
Car in the hole, person in the hole, don't matter.
So this is where
Do better.
Yeah, you gotta take the opportunity to go down to your public buildings.
Do
and
better.
Stand out there and talk to these people or call they numbers and leave them messages. Write a letter.
Look at that. Look at all that free flowing water underground. That's not right, man.
That's not right.
It's not right.
Hey.
So I hope that that
I'm
what
gonna miss
we're
him
doing,
later.
we're taking
Basement.
the stance of not just sitting back and watching it happen and just being productive and proactive in trying to give some type of insight or some type of help or knowledge. Some people may or may not be aware of, and that's us doing our part here at the Itiszzz.
Yeah, man. Oh.
That shit is depressing, man.
Oh yeah. Man, look at how the cars are just drifting, they're floating.
Because we were looking at some of the stuff, and the cars were actually like submerged in the water. So, and we were looking at, and I look at the news, and I don't know if it's impact or it's heavy, and then you don't know if somebody is dead in those cars. You don't know, and the cars are just sitting there.
Well, one thing about a car being submerged, that water pressure makes the doors very difficult to open.
Mm-hmm.
So if you see it and you see somebody in there, tell them to get up out of that car.
Yeah.
Don't let that water keep rising.
Yeah.
Don't let them keep trying to drive deeper into the water.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a big fan of my man, but he was on their heads about it. It was a good look though.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
And the guy said, I think this was Southwest as well. He went to work. He had his car parked. When he came out, his car was under the bridge, floating in the water.
Yeah.
White Cadillac.
Gone.
Out of there, huh?
Gone.
Horrible.
Because there's nothing he can do. That car ain't gonna start no more.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it for it, huh?
Yeah, that engine
Yeah.
is
If you don't have some kind of flood insurance, stay off the freeways if you can.
Yeah.
I know.
I
Kayla
don't
don't
think
drive them.
for a reason.
My mother don't either.
For a
I
reason.
mean, seriously. I
Same.
mean,
My son-
right now when you know the weather is bad, you may run into, and I know everybody like to listen to their music while they drive. Turn on a news station. I listen to News Radio 950. It gives you all your weather and traffic on the 8s. So every 8, 108, 118, 28, etc.
Yeah.
You get those updates. So at least during this time, you can have an idea of
Yeah.
what's blocked, what to avoid,
Where
so-
you can download Click on
That's what I
Detroit,
was just saying.
and they send you the most important things. They send you notifications.
Yeah.
That's how I got all the
Get
I was
yourself prepared.
calling on people and
The
stuff
weather
like
authority.
that. Yeah, and
Mhm.
check in with Crime in the D.
Yeah.
Places like New Era Detroit.
Yeah.
Because they're
Shout out
really
to
on
Detroit.
Facebook.
Yeah, so
Fox
just
News.
really just at this don't shy away from the news. I know a lot of people be the news is boring or the news is always talking about bad stuff.
Or
It's
depressing.
information.
Yes.
So,
information,
It's information that you need, and in this time right now, you need the information to make sure that it's not a tornado. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta
'Cause
be
you may not hear the sirens.
I
you
know
got-
that's right.
you
Baby.
gotta be you have
We
to be
didn't hear
aware.
sirens.
You have
We
to
just
be
heard
aware.
something.
You have to be aware.
Oh my God.
yes.
Yep, that happened.
Yeah,
It did. It happened. Bow Wow killed Soldier Boy.
demolished.
I couldn't watch it.
So good. You shouldn't.
Yeah.
I'll-
Bow Wow
I'll-
went there.
It's
Honestly,
okay.
I'm gonna say this
Okay.
because I mean I'm not a huge fan
You.
of either one of them,
Really are.
but
This what we talking about now?
you know, shout out to Bow Wow. If
Shout
y'all
out.
say he won, he won. I don't know, but I know one thing: as a DJ, you ain't gonna put too many Bow Wow songs on that's gonna move the crowd like you do when you throw on Soldier Boy. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
I feel you.
Yeah, that's real talk.
I
mean,
feel you.
I'm
But
just saying.
that's the record. We're talking about presence and stage presence and
You know, Bow Wow was for the girls that got his poster on the wall. They played the song and
Yeah.
look at him and go, "Oh, I'm going to Madison Square Garden to see him in 2 weeks," which they did.
Yeah.
Bow Wow
Oh, Lord.
sold that bitch up.
Oh yeah, he was the
You know
man,
what I'm
and
saying?
he had his. I mean, he was that guy.
no, I like
Mhm.
Soldier too. I like both
Yeah.
of them niggas. But I'm just
That's
telling
where I'm
you,
at. I'm in the middle
where
on
they,
it.
where they you have a versus. Somebody gonna win and somebody
Gonna
lose.
win, somebody
But
gonna lose.
overall, it was love because they hugged at the end. Even little Romeo.
Please don't talk
popped up.
about that part. Just leave it out.
What?
Okay.
Why?
Exactly.
Because Soldier said he was the first. He the guy with the first. This is all the first. So he was the first one. I don't know.
You
And
can't
he-
say that no more because he
and
wasn't the first to not rap with his vocals. Bow Wow was. So can't say that either.
So
You-
Bow Wow first him. Okay, whatever. I was just wanted to say that it turned out really well. There were no fights. There was
swag
none of the negativity stuff that you would expect it to be.
Yeah,
It was
get
cool.
money.
Hey,
Now
Big
it's
Draco started this whole internet trend. Let's don't front. He did. He
That's
was
what I'm
one of-
saying.
I ain't gotta give him a shout out. He started this whole internet thing. So shout out
Yeah.
to Big Draco.
Yeah,
Right.
it's
That's
all love.
highness. That's highness. Big Draco.
But we gotta keep in mind that some people didn't see it because they didn't have power, and I feel really bad for that.
Yeah.
Not just didn't see that.
I mean,
but-
you know, I mean, life right now is happening real fast.
Yes, sir.
So if you can, you know, take the precautions. A lot of information on this episode.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. And I want to give my
Shout
wife
out to Team
a
Keisha.
crazy shout out, Keisha, because this is something she wanted to do.
Shout out to
Because
Team
the
Keisha.
itis is her
Keisha.
brainchild, and we're here supporting her. And also Kayla Unique. You know, she always does her research, and like she says, she's beast on that internet.
The internet.
Because she is. I mean,
So Metro Detroit,
okay.
click on Detroit, Channel 4, the app just said that the thumb got hit by a tornado.
What?
This is what I mean by, downloading
The
these
thumb of
apps.
Michigan?
Yeah, downloading
Yeah.
these apps and,
Wow.
staying up to date.
Substance out of
So-
town still. Gotta check on my man.
Yeah, we got to
Okay.
check on subs. See where
Yeah.
he at. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's
Like
do
y'all
that.
say,
Let's do that.
Gotta check on my man's in it.
Yeah, like you said, this was a real great episode, man, because we have these platforms, and yeah, we have the celebrities on here, and we have the local heroes on here, but it's very important to use your platform to help others. So I'm so glad that Keisha thought this was the right thing and the best thing to do this week, and it was. You
It
know what I'm
was.
saying?
Real talk.
Anything you want to say, Keisha, before we wrap up for the day?
I just love y'all, and I want y'all to be all right. Check us back out next week.
Yeah.
We should have something interesting for y'all. I'll be cooking, all that stuff. Yeah, I was gonna say what I was gonna cook after we got off here, but that's not right.
What up, KK? Anything you want to say signing out?
Again, stay safe. If you have any problems or you know anybody that have any problems, please reach out so we can help or get you the information to some help.
Anything from you? It's been quite a
Pay attention to your midterm elections, your local elections.
That's real talk.
It's important.
Real talk.
That's what affects you more than the presidential elections, all that.
Mm-hmm.
Pay attention to who's screwing things up.
Man.
Every time you go in your basement to throw some shit out, think about that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know my ass did.
Y'all better pay close attention to that. That's some Jews for your ass.
Yeah.
Ice-T, is there anything you like to say before we leave today?
Hey, yo, what's up? It's Ice-T on the set, SVU, out here on location. I want you to do something for me. I want you to eat good. I want you to drink good. And I want you to keep talking shit. All right? Champ, my people. For real, for real.